For the past week or so, I've spent a lot of time playing WWE 2K24. I've played a bunch of different matches with tons of different wrestlers and tons of different game modes, and after low-key putting in over a day of game time in just a week, I gotta say, this game is pretty awesome. 2K24 is a really good wrestling game, and as much as this game is just 2K23 upgraded, it's a pretty fire upgrade in every single way. First of all, as you can see, this game looks amazing. The models are better than ever, the lighting is so on point, everything just looks fantastic. From the entrances to the camera angles in-game, it doesn't get better than this. The presentation this year definitely took a huge step forward, and the developers deserve a lot of bonus points for that. And they definitely deserve a lot of bonus points for bringing back the Here Comes the Pain camera angle. The game looks great, and the gameplay is not too shabby either. On the surface, this gameplay might look exactly like 2K23, which looks exactly like 2K22, but let me tell you, that is not the case. The controls are the same, the base gameplay is the same, but it feels so much smoother, so much more polished, and it does feel a lot slower, but in a good way. It's one of those things where when you actually play it, that's when you'll see the difference, not in a video. But what I noticed the most about this gameplay is it is way harder. The CPU in this game fights on legendary difficulty like the fate of the universe is on the line, like they're sent back in time like the Terminator or some shit. I've never seen a CPU so aggressive, so crazy in a wrestling game. Whether the match just started or it's been 20 minutes and they reverse your ladder finisher and instead of winning they jump on you, the CPU is always tweaking, which is a very welcome challenge. Reversals are definitely harder and the timing window is so much shorter and the CPU is way smarter, but that just leads to banger matches that you wouldn't expect, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, the gameplay is smooth, it's crisp, and there's been so many tiny additions added that just make it so much fun. From tired finishers and slowly crawling for pinfalls and long epic matches to the ability to once again do regular moves on the announce table or to even jump off ladders onto the announce table to, of course, throwing weapons. Who would have ever thought that such a simple feature such as throwing weapons could bring so much joy to a wrestling fan? The animations look so goofy, so insane, and they're so random, but it's genuinely beautiful. This might sound crazy, but just being able to do this makes me love the gameplay. There is nothing funner than playing with your friends and just yeet. The camera angles, like I said, they add a lot, and as the years go on, as they keep improving on the 2K22 gameplay, the sandbox just gets funner and funner, the destruction you can do is amazing, and things such as super finishers or the trading blows minigame, they might seem like such tiny additions, but they really make the game feel alive. This game just brings back a lot of that Here Comes the Pain energy back to the series, I gotta say. But anyway, after playing a bunch of matches, I have 3 matches that I played that as soon as they were over, I just knew that I had to show you guys. These matches do a great job of showing just how special this game could be at times. No settings or sliders were changed, just straight up legendary difficulty. So the first match was AJ Styles versus Randy Orton at ECW One Night Stand, and luckily this time I don't think a kid punched Randy during his entrance. So going into this, obviously I wanted to relax, I wanted to have a banger, and I thought it would be fun, you know, AJ Styles versus Randy Orton, but I was definitely not expecting what this ended up being. So the match starts and AJ Styles' CPU just goes insane right away. For some reason, he's on crack, I didn't even move and he just pulls up on me and I'm on the ground, and next thing you know, I'm in the crossface. I told you the CPU is aggressive, but okay, we do our thing, we wrestle, we get our spots in, you know, little superplex by AJ, no big deal. And so yeah, I get a chair tossed in my face. Who the hell taught the CPU how to do this? So we start tweaking, breaking backs, jumping out of the ring, apron DDTs, you name it. It's back and forth, it's elite. He's out here no selling with the perfect timing, breaking my legs, and as you can see, the CPU is on something. And before you know it, boom, pop-up Styles Clash. And I knew I was gonna kick out of this, but I was so surprised at how cracked out the CPU was and how much of a real match this felt like, and I was also worried because I couldn't reverse anything. But whatever, I kick out, he claps me even more, I can't breathe for a second, and boom, another Styles Clash. Honestly, at this point, I thought it was done, I thought it was a wrap, I had to use my resiliency probably, but no, somehow, some way, I button mashed like my life depended on it and I kicked out without the ability. So then we get to my favorite spot of the match, and this was so lucky, I loved it. So I wanted to send him to the ropes, and I do, but he bumps into the referee, and it was perfect. He hits the referee, turns around, boom, RKO out of nowhere. Such a perfect spot, such a lucky spot, just perfect timing everywhere. 1, 2, 3, no, he kicked out and then proceeded to beat my ass and win the match. But I was just so happy with how this match went, how long it was, how it felt, how back and forth it was, how smart the CPU was. It really felt like I was playing against my friend or something, and I wasn't even mad that I lost. If anything, I was just surprised because in other years, I don't lose to the CPU often. But this year, The CPU is different. The other match that really stuck out to me was my imaginary WrestleMania main event, Ken Shamrock versus Roman Reigns for the title. This match was more of the same, we just kept going back and forth doing crazy spots. The CPU just knew when to do what at the perfect time, and there I was getting speared, and I was like, okay, this is over. But buzzer beater kicked out, did some crazy spots, saw some great camera work, and it was so satisfying reversing Roman Reigns' spear after all of that, okay? Because I would have 100% lost if he hit that move on me. So I put him in the ankle lock, I threw a ladder at him, and I even put him through a table. It was looking like Kenny was about to get that win at WrestleMania in the main event and the title reign. It was awesome, it was perfect, everything was going great. And I swear to God, yo, when 10 minutes into the match, after all those moments, after everything epic that we just showed you, Solo Sikoa's music played to distract me, my jaw was genuinely on the floor. I couldn't believe what was happening. The main event of WrestleMania, this epic match, and of course, the game does this. You know what? It was perfect timing. I can't even hate on it. It was amazing. But whatever, I survived the distraction against all odds, and don't worry, it gets even better. There's more drama. So I get him in the ankle lock, right? And I'm like, okay, he'll tap. I'm button mashing once again like my life depends on it. He kicks me away, and of course, he hits me with the spear. The most vicious, the most heartbreaking spear ever. It was all but done, but nah, I used a resiliency and I broke his ankle, and Ken Shamrock, after that classic main event at WrestleMania, walked out champion for the first time ever. And even though it was just a random ass exhibition match, it still felt real to me. Damn it, I loved every moment of it, and I just had a great time just running this match. Like, I know it's been a mechanic for a while to have your allies interfere and stuff, whatever, right? But still, it just was so surprising. I was like, of course this is happening. But hey, at least Shamrock finished his story. And last but not least, this was a match between Cena and Cody. The reason this is here wasn't because it was some back and forth classic that caught me off guard like the other ones because the CPU was so good. No, this was here because it caught me off guard and how violent this game can be. So at first it was just a regular match. I was having fun, I was doing my thing, and eventually ended up switching characters just to make things a little more fun and just to shake things up. And what happened was I made Cody Rhodes bleed after doing this leg drop, and once that happened, things just escalated real quick. CTE here, CTE there was CTE everywhere. Guitars, chairs, ladders, you name it, and yes, you did see a giant Slim Jim. And I just kept going and going, switching between them just to see how epic and wild I could make this. And before you know it, I mean, you know what, just look at the ring, okay? Look at those stains, and then slowly it got worse and worse, and as our match went on, it got crazier and crazier, and before you know it, it looked like a slasher film. And it was surreal. I never thought I would see the day where a WWE game would be like this, where we would be able to go this crazy with the violence, but you can go as crazy as you want. And it got so crazy that it was in the ring, it was out of the ring, stains here, stains everywhere. I even had to pause to check it out. That's how off guard this caught me. The crimson mask was on both men, stains were everywhere in the ring, out of the ring. It was just wild to see how crazy it could get, and you combine it with the destruction that you can do in these matches. Just the visual of this, 10 out of 10, amazing, beautiful feature. As someone who made this video, you know I definitely approve of this. I still can't believe this is possible in a modern WWE game. But yeah, those are just 3 matches, and I think they represent how good this game is and how good it can be. Just start a match and have fun, and before you know it, crazy shit like that is going to be going down. And of course, that's not even mentioning the new match types they added this year. Casket and ambulance match are finally here, and both are pretty solid. They aren't exactly knock your socks off type thing. They're not exactly, hey, go buy this game, they have an ambulance match. But we knew coming in that it was going to be pretty simple. But I am happy to let you know that you can fight on top of the ambulance, so you can do your finishers, do your thing, and yes, throw your opponent off the top of the ambulance. But other than that, these matches are pretty simple button mashing type matches, which is fine. But at the end of the day, the more matches the merrier, so I'm down. However, I think we all know which match type steals the show and really brings the fun back this year. Special guest referee matches are back, and they are a blast, okay? You get to be the referee, and this match is so much deeper than I thought it would be. There is so much that goes into this that never we even crossed our minds when we were playing these 10 years ago. Now you're literally role-playing as a referee. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You better do your job. Everything counts. How fast you count, your response time, whether the rope break is correct or not. Everything matters now, and it's honestly great. You actually have to be the referee and maintain a certain level of professionalism. Until you don't want to. The match is great, and especially online with your friends, it doesn't get better than this. Great addition, so much fun, I love it. In one match, I was playing with my boy, and he was a referee as Rikishi, and he just kept getting clapped. It wasn't even his fault, just things didn't go his way, and he would end up getting clapped. And my opponent online, he was all about respect and taking care of the referee, you know, trying to be on his good side. Meanwhile, for me, I was on the total opposite side. So at one point, he was about to count me out, and I told him, yo, Anthony, you know, come outside, you know, bring me back into the ring. And as soon as he comes outside, boom, power bomb. It's so silly, it's so stupid, but it's so fun. And you already know when that happened, the party chat went crazy. But yo, the funniest thing I've seen in this game is I did a special guest referee match where it's Hulk Hogan versus Roman Reigns, and Tiffany Stratton was the referee. I just pressed random and she ended up being the referee. So I have the match, it's whatever, nothing really happens, Hulk Hogan wins, and it's a championship match. So at the end of the match, the referee has to give the belt to Hulk Hogan. And apparently Hogan must have heard that Tiffany's getting a push, because he just went straight, "That doesn't work for me, dude," and just pushes the referee Tiffany out of the ring and just celebrates with his title. It is so random, just totally caught me off guard. It literally the funniest thing I've seen in a wrestling game in my entire life. The second funniest thing is when you do Bad Buddy's entrance in Puerto Rico at Backlash, he casually also commits mass murder. What is this? Honestly, I love it. The game is whole silly, the whole game is fun, and I've been having a great time just doing random matches offline, online. My GM has been really solid. It's not SVR 07 levels, but it's definitely the best it's been since its return. The career mode is great, it's unique, it's fresh, it's not the typical, "Oh no, I'm a rookie wrestler, I can't wait to make it to the big stage one day." Nah, instead you become the world champion on your first night in your career mode. Roman Reigns leaves and he goes to Hollywood, and you're just there thrown into the fire, and there you go, little one. Enjoy your career mode. It's different, it's fresh, it's exciting, and it's a great time. I do wish they would bring back Road to WrestleMania though, because as much as I love playing career mode with your custom character, I do miss the wrestler storylines a lot. So maybe instead of Showcase next year, have a career mode and have a Road to WrestleMania mode. One of the biggest takeaways for me overall is though the developers and the people behind this game, they do listen. They are pretty active in the community, they listen, they know what's going on, they know what people want, they know what people want improvements on, and they've been doing it pretty well so far. Ever since 22, they have improved so many things and they've given us what we wanted. The career mode got better every single year, they brought back GM mode and they've been making it better every single year. The gameplay gets better, the overall fun and the silliness gets better, and even now they actually added the fact that in my faction, if you pull some cards, you can unlock offline content in the game, which is all people wanted since they brought in my faction. They clearly listen and improve. And is the game perfect? No, hell no, far from it. We do need a better universe mode. It is 2024, there is no reason for a 13-year-old universe from like SVR 11 to be better than this, and we definitely need Showcase to either be better or take it out and give us Road to WrestleMania. But like I said, they listen, they do make these games better, and this year is a huge improvement and it's such a fun improvement. 2K24 is easily the best game since the relaunch, and hopefully next year it's even better once they go fully next gen. But that's saying a lot because I love 2K22. I thought 2K23 was okay, it was whatever, but I was a really big fan of 22, and this game really brings back that magic because it feels fresh again, just like how 22 did. I think the additions are great, I've been having a blast. Now, will I still be playing this in a month and still having the same amount of fun? I don't know. That's the thing about wrestling games, it's hard to achieve the longevity, but as of now, I've been having a blast. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna keep playing and we'll see what happens. And remember, this is just my opinion, this is not sponsored, it's not even a full review. I just wanted to come on here and talk and just share about my experience. I didn't get a review copy for this. This is literally just what my past week has been. Just wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, take it for what it's worth, but it's not some in-depth review, okay? You can probably find that somewhere else. But hey, at the end of the day, I've been having fun. Down below in the comments though, let me know how you guys are feeling. Are you having fun? Are you enjoying it? What's your favorite thing so far? And maybe it's the opposite. Are you not having fun? Let me know down below. Can't wait to read it, okay? It's your boy Pav, aka Wrestling Ifs. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love making it for you. Hope you enjoyed my little matches I ran. Just wanted to make something a little more fun instead of the standard review. But yeah, I got more content coming for you soon. Don't worry about it. Until then though, stay safe. I'll see you guys later, okay? Peace, guys.